Hello, everybody, and welcome back
Donnelly
to
did not pass through the caves.
Dear Esther.
From here on in, his guidance, unreliable as it is gone from me. I understand now that it is between the two of us, and whatever correspondence can be drawn from the wet rocks.
Welcome to the final part of this playthrough, because we only have 2 chapters left, and it should be about another half hour. We're right where we left off in this beautiful cave that really does look... I mean, I would love to see kind of more stuff like this. What the heck is that red stuff? Interesting. But yeah, we're going to continue on and see just what happened between our narrator and Esther. Ooh, can I go in here? I can. Doesn't really do anything though. I also did not notice these candles. Also, this time I'm playing on controller, not that that matters much. And cool music. Very atmospheric. I feel like along with this and Silent Hill, we've played some very atmospheric games. I do believe that I have my next one picked out. You'll just have to wait and see, though. The colors here are... It's really nice how they're changing with this beautiful lighting. Oh! Okay. Oh, that is really
They've
nice.
stopped the traffic back as far as the Sandford Junction and come up the hard shoulder like radio signals from another star. It took 21 minutes for them to arrive. I watched Paul time it to the second on his watch.
Alright, so I'm definitely thinking there was a car crash, and our current journey is some sort of metaphor. But maybe I'm completely wrong. I'm going to try to go in here, because why not? Look at these candles. I also... Oh, I got stuck. I really don't know what is on the walls, if it's supposed to be anything discernible at all. Whether it is or isn't, I'm not discerning it, but it's interesting. I like looking at it. The blue is giving way to green. Whoa. Well, I guess we have to make the plunge. I don't think we can get around. Oh, definitely not. Alright, here we go. Whoa. Not drowning this time. Where do we have to... We gotta find where we gotta go, though. Looks like over here. Oh, actually, we just have to go upwards. Upwards, and then back into here. Wow. Oh, and the water effect on our screen there was really cool. This little rivulet. He was not wrong about the bioluminescence in here. Again, I can't run, which is probably a good thing, or else this probably would be like a 20-minute experience. Huh. Oh, I thought maybe we'd have some sort of choice. Nope, we're just going this way. I mean, there hasn't been too much choice, I think. I do think it's mostly just a guided linear experience, but that's fine. Oh, and now we're on the other side. Very nice. I mean, we could go back down, though, right? That'd be kind of funny. Let's see, where are we going? Oh, okay, wait. We started in the dark one. We're going to the red one. It's very dark in here. Getting a little claustrophobic, I won't lie. Oh, automatically crouched for me. I also like these little mushrooms. This reminds me of Silent Hill 4. Oh,
In my final
damn.
dream, I sat at peace with Jakobsen and watched the moon over the Sandford Junction. Goats grazed on the hard shoulder, the world gone to weed and redemption. He showed me his fever scars, and I mine. Between each shoulder, the nascency of flight.
Wow, okay, well, I feel like we probably have to go up there, but I am gonna walk around a little bit, just see if we get anything else. Continue to listen to this ambiance. And this music. It really does seem like we can go, I mean, multiple ways. Ooh, look at these crystals. That's cool. But, oh, maybe it just loops around. Ooh, this actually pushes us. Interesting. Unless we're supposed to go in the water. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to go up. We'll follow the water for now, though. Oh wow, the reflection is really cool. What happens if we go this way? Some big crystals up there. Maybe this is the way we were supposed to go. Or not. It's like there's... What is that there? Like paper boats? Paper hat boats? Huh. What does that mean? Well, at least we found something interesting. Is there something up there? Huh. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what that is over there. There's something on the wall, more of these strange things, but yeah, like paper hat boats. But we will go where we're supposed to. We'll continue on. Some very huge... This reminds me of like the mouth of a shark. Or almost something about... For some reason, it also reminds me of like the skull of a dragon or something like that. Definitely not a nice place with... he mentioned having like a broken leg in the last episode. Again, possibly just like metaphorical. Might be something from the crash. This reminds me of teeth. Whoa. I'm guessing we cannot go up here? No. Man, the walls are absolutely covered.
I will hold the hand you offered to me, from the summit down to this well, into the dark waters where the small flowers creep for the sun. Headlights are reflected in your retinas, moonlit in the shadow of the crematorium chimney.
Oh. Did Esther die in the car crash? What does this say? Behold, Damascus. Does it say Damascus is taken? Huh. Oh, man. Are these supposed to be, like, stuff he saw in the hospital, maybe, as Esther was dying, taken after the crash? He said Paul timed the response, right? Away from being a city. So behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city, and it shall be a ruinous heap. Interesting. Also, this hanging, like, moss is really cool. I think it's coming together. This Damascus is not going to be a city, it's going to be a ruined heap. Is that, like, just his life, their life together? Was just, you know, a ruinous heap after the car crash? Ooh, we're really... Oh boy, here we go. Gotta go under. Oh, the slightly muffled song. Beautiful, beautiful soundscape. Sound design. And environments, of course. I almost feel like this chapter has less talking, though. Okay. Oh, I was not actually trying to fall there. Was that supposed to happen? I guess it was. Oh, yeah, here we are. Here we are. The street where it happened. Uh-oh. The surgical table. Are these coins? Yeah, coins? Why coins? Do I need to keep going? Oh, man. Surprised there wasn't anything for him to say. Oh. Oh, man. We're awake. That's where we fell from. Alright, all we can do is keep going. I'm thinking that might be the exit of the caves right there, going into our final chapter. So that was either Estes or Estes. Esther's, like, death, or I mean a major life event for our narrator here that changed everything, but definitely have the feeling it happened to Esther. Oh, there we go. Esther, finished chapter, The Caves. Here we go, into our final section. We've got more refuse. It looks like 2 ways to go. I'm sure we want to head towards the candle, so perhaps I'll head the other way at first. We have a beautiful moon illuminating the night.
I sat here and watched two jets carve parallel white lines into the sky. They charted their course, and I followed them for 21 minutes until they turned off near Sanford and were lost. If I were a gull, I would abandon my nest and join them. I would starve my brain of oxygen and suffer delusions of transcendence. I would tear the bottom from my boat and sail across the motorways until I reached this island once again.
Man, that does look really nice. This piano is going off. You know, I might go back around. I want to see if there's like some little altar up there. But yeah, you know, those pictures, they also remind me of like circuitry. I mean, I think that's obvious. I just don't quite understand the symbolism of that right now, at least. Okay, let's get up here. It's a bit laborious, but we got it. Really beautiful skybox as well. Kind of reminds me of Elden Ring Night Rain in a way. Not at all like this game, really, but maybe a bit visually. Oh, I think this is that item I couldn't identify before. And, oh, okay, I kind of thought it was a bucket. And it definitely seems to be a bucket of paint, white paint. Interesting. I'm not sure where that comes into play. We've got a dock over here as well. I'm going to check that out. Very thin dock. But one we can walk on nonetheless. Just a nice viewing spot for this bay and the sea. Oh, and there's the white lines. So wait, is that the paint? Huh. People trying to make a mark that's visible from the sky so they can be rescued. I suppose could also be seen from like far away on a boat. Just probably the more likely option. Oh, the way the music just kind of stops. Well, not kind of stops, but it finishes when it finishes and then doesn't start up again. That was cool. Oh, I thought the candles went out.
Version of the North Shore. We will scrawl in dead languages and electrical diagrams and hide them away for future theologians to muse and mumble over. We will send a letter to Esther Donnelly and demand her answer. We will mix the paint with ashes and tarmac and the glow from our infections. We will paint a moon over the Sanford Junction and blue lights falling like stars along the hard shoulder.
Okay, well, there's our answer. It was indeed dead languages and electrical diagrams. And I did see this as we were walking. And it's more instrumentation and some sort of... Oh, wait, is that the... That it is. I can't think of the word for it. You know, where they shock your chest and your heart and try to get your heart beating again. I know the word, I just can't think of it right now. I mean, how often do I ever need to think of it, you know? Oh, what's here? Oh, Pictures of the accident. And that whispering we're hearing, I'm guessing, is Esther. Oh, hey. Okay, glad I noticed that. I mean, again, like, I know we're okay. I know we're safe and all that, but that's interesting. Also, did he call Esther Esther Donnelly, as in Donnelly being her last name? I could have sworn earlier that, like, it was sounding like Donnelly was another man. But maybe I was supposed to think that. And now if I went back and heard those lines again, it would make more sense because I would know he's talking about Esther. Might as well check over here. That person really kind of got me a bit. Okay, if that continues on, I'm going to go in here real quick. And his writing on the walls. Well, I guess I didn't fully understand why he was doing that. Oh, it's her picture. Oh, that definitely seems to be recollections trying to break through. Okay. What's gonna be here? Oh, pieces of the car. Pieces of the wreck. The sound of sirens. Man. Well, that's come together and made sense. Now I just need my last questions answered on...
There were chemical diagrams on the posters on the walls on the waiting room.
Ah, there we go.
Appropriate at the time. Still life abstractions of the processes which had already begun to break down your nerves and your muscles in the next room. I crammed diazepam as I once crammed for chemistry examinations. I am revising my options for a long and happy life.
Damn. That's a pretty hard-hitting way to say it. Revising my options for a long and happy life. I'm guessing they were happily married for a while. And this says, a light from heaven shone around him, I believe. Him or them. Basically, a light from heaven is shining on somebody. Perhaps it's supposed to be... Oh. Perhaps it's supposed to be our protagonist here. We seem to be hearing Esther again. Oh. Oh. Dead birds.
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
I feel like we got the trigger for that dialogue a little early, accidentally, but that's okay. Well, now this is also making me think that the car crash obviously happened and he lost Esther, but also he did actually get stranded on a boat in a future event, a separate event, and he knew it would probably be his final moments, so did things like make the boats. On a sudden, A light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. Oh, and there's eggs. And I think there's 3 eggs, just like there were 3 dead birds, I believe. Maybe a metaphor for life going on. For all those that die, more are born to take their place. I don't know. We seem to be heading towards our final destination right about now. Still got a ways to go, but I wonder if the person who was up here will be gone. I mean, they must be, right? Because they were probably not real. Right over there. We're also kind of starting to lose the moon.
When Paul keeled over dead on the road to Damascus, they resuscitated him by hitting him in the chest with stones gathered by the roadside.
Ugh.
He was lifeless for 21 minutes, certainly long enough for the oxygen levels in his brain to have decreased and caused hallucinations and delusions of transcendence. I'm running out of painkillers, and the moon has become almost unbearably bright.
Okay. So it definitely does seem like this is actually happening as a separate event. And that this man is dying. But good on him for doing all this after what's happened. He sure made it far. That's her. Can we get up there? Oh no, they're not gonna let us. Esther, I can hear you.
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
So he's saying, obviously, they'll be together in death. What does it say? And as he was proceeding on his journey... Oh, we got an achievement for walking 5,000 steps. And the dialogue almost seemed to indicate that he was going to throw himself from the cliff. That spot where we saw a person. So I'm not sure if I was supposed to do that right there, and then that would end the game. But it sure seems like we're still supposed to go this way. Near to Damascus. And as come near to Damascus, and was come near to Damascus,
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
Ugh, damn. Okay, so Donnelly was a different guy, but maybe Esther's brother? I'm not sure, but it says, and he was 3 days without sight, I believe. 3 days without sight. And then it says, and neither did he eat nor drink, I believe. It's a beautiful little spot. Oh wow. It really has, been sounding like wind. I'm practically forgetting I'm listening to sound coming through my headphones. There is more. There's another phrase
Bent
up
back
there.
like a nail, like a hangnail, like a drowning man clung onto the wheel, drunk and spiraled, washed onto the lost shore under a moon as fractured as a shattered wing. We cleave, we are flight and suspended, these wretched painkillers, this form inconstant. I will take flight, I will take flight.
So he's in pain and wants to die, I believe. We gotta see what's in here. Keys, the car keys. More letters. To or from Esther. The viewing platform for the moon. Alright. Now we're really heading up. Perhaps he's going to throw himself from up there. We've got our unauthorized. And this says... And it came to pass that as I made my journey, it came to pass as I made my journey and was come a light, or like come, oh my goodness, I'm almost falling off. Something about coming to Damascus. Something noon? Suddenly, the shone from heaven, or there shone from heaven, a great light round about me, and could not see.
I have dredged these waters for the bones of the hermit, for the traces
The
of
glory,
for any
that
sign
light.
of Jakobson's flock, for the empty bottle that would incriminate him. I have scoured this stretch of motorway 21 times, attempting to recreate his trajectory. The point when his heart stopped dead, and all he saw was the moon over the Sanford Junction. He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all, and it was not his fault. It was the converging lines that doomed him. This is not a recorded natural condition. The gulls do not fly so low over the motorway and cause him to swerve. The paint scored away from his car in lines like an infection, making directly for the heart.
I've kind of lost track of what the paint is saying here. But what he was saying there, also there's a storm whipping up, which is interesting as we come to our final destination. But so the guy who was driving was not drunk, and something happened like with the lines of the road. Something with the road. Oh, is this Damascus? Is that what that's saying? Because we are here.
I have run out of places to climb. I will abandon this body and take to the air.
Oh,
Dear Esther,
I've lost control.
I've burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We have always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Damn. Heavy stuff. Which I knew would happen getting into it. Wait, is he gonna fly at the last second? Oh, yep, there's the bird shadow. Obviously, he's not really flying, I don't think. Oh, the comeback from when we died was what he would say to Esther. Probably as she lay in the hospital bed. Definitely a tragic but interesting and fun little experience. I think it ends right where it needs to. I did like the mention near the end of, like, you know, who remembers who and how do we leave a mark, stuff like that. I wonder if what I've gotten really is the intended story. But that's part of the magic, isn't it? All right. Well. Oh yeah, there we go. Paul, finished chapter The Beacon. All right. Well, thank you for joining me on this quick little journey. That was obviously the end, so next time we'll be starting a new Let's Play. It's going to be quite different from this one. And I hope I will see you then. And thank you once again.